Deep in a secluded and remote part of the Yukon Territory lies a giant, remote, and pristine lake where monsters lurk. The draw of the Yukon pulled me back again when I got an invite to join a friend, Ryan McGilvary of Yukon Expedition Sleds, on a long trip into this lake to try to tangle with some genuine Yukon monster lake trout. And so, in late winter, I headed to the Yukon to go on another awesome adventure. This time, it would be a snowmobile supported expedition, and we travel for many, many miles on remote trap trails and past an abandoned World War II airport. We would camp in ice fishing shelters and hot tents and hook into monster wild trout beneath the northern lights. What we found was a true untouched gem of the Canadian North and the best ice fishing I've ever experienced in my life by far. Okay, hello everybody. Here we are in the Yukon. Long drive here from the Whitehorse area, beautiful scenery, and I'm about to jump off. We got Ryan McGilvary and some of his Yukon Expedition Sleds, so we're well outfitted for this trip. We're going into a secret lake. We got our buddy Lee along with us too, and there's rumors that have been told about giant lake trout in this lake, but we got a bit of an expedition to get in there. We got a river we got to cross, not too sure what the conditions are going to be, and we're going to be fighting against darkness, so decent chance you see us showing up at night, but I think we got just about the best outfit to tackle whatever comes our way. So here we go.
The planes over to Russia, then they would fly them from wherever, from down south, work their way through Whitehorse, here, Anchorage, and then across over to Russia.
So when would this have been operational?
40s, you know, 40, I think it was up to like in the mid 50s or something like that.
World War II thing, eh?
Yeah.
Isn't that wild to think there's a fucking airport here and like a bunch of people in and out here? Too much methane in this to freeze almost, it smells like, eh? It smells like a swamp. Okay, well, we just crossed a very large braided section of river, little kind of bridge just out of logs there at the end, and really pretty coming through here. It's taken us about 2 hours to get this far, so we're thinking it might be another 2 hours to get to our destination, so not looking like we'll get there when it's bright out, but been a beautiful ride, not particularly cold, about 8 degrees below zero right now, which is about as good as you can expect, so beautiful day, and if we get there after dark, so be it. That's what happens. Well, we made it into the lake. It was a long ride, man. Maybe 4 hours or something like that. Pitch black. Well, still a little light in the sky. And we're gonna go find a place to set up. We have a big pop-up ice fishing hut, so we might just set that up and night fish for Burbot, and then we could just sleep in that with a little propane heater, and then we'll set up the Arctic oven. Looking forward to showing you this tent we have. It's pretty cool. If you're not familiar with it, it's pretty awesome. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna cruise along the lake here, catch up with these guys, and watch out for overflow, and hopefully find a spot before it's absolutely pitch black. I doubt it though. Awesome ride in though. Where do you want the tank, Lee?
Right over there by
So cots are in the big one, right?
What's that?
Cots are in the big one?
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, I am tucked into bed. Really cool. We finally got to the lake we were headed for. It was dark, and tried to find a place that was deep enough to fish. Eventually found a spot after it got a lot colder once the sun went down, and we set up this awesome pop-up shelter and basically set up on top of the holes. Did a little bit of fishing, just kind of got camp set up, watched a great Northern Lights display, and we're pretty beat. Long 12-hour day to get into where we were, and with everything on top of that. So looking forward to a good night's sleep, and hopefully tomorrow we can land some fish. There's burbot in here, there's giant lakers, pike too apparently, so can't imagine that we're not going to catch something that's worth writing home about. So anyways, night, and tomorrow's another day.
There's one benefit to having the oven set up.
Yeah, it's kind of leaning back, yeah.
Chilly one out here this morning, right?
Yeah.
Chillier anyways on the hands. Probably about like 15 maybe. Well, good morning. It is morning of our second day here. We made it all the way in last night. Solid 3 or 4 hour ride. When we got to the lake we were going to get to, we had to travel a good little distance across the lake to get to a spot that we thought there'd be fish, and we set up this ice fishing pop-up shelter, and that's where we slept. I've never spent a night sleeping in a pop-up shelter. We did a little bit of night fishing, just jigging, and actually saw some fish come in on the sonar, which is exciting. But it is the next day. Looks like a little cloud cover, but looks like a nice day, no wind. We'll see how that goes, and yeah, we're gonna get a line down there and see if we can't catch a fish.
You're doing something.
You got it?
No, not yet, but
This is what we're using for heat. You gotta make sure it's supposed to shut off if the carbon monoxide levels get too high, but we just open all the vents in here. There's all these vents inside this thing. Okay, we got some breakfast burritos going on over here.
Here it comes, big one, big one, big one. He's coming for it, he's coming for it. Get ready. Watch the screen, watch the screen. This is a good one. That's a good one. That's a very good fish.
We're just seeing here on the sonar that we got a fish.
He's 30 inches anyways.
We got a big, oh, there it is.
Wheel. Yes.
There it is.
Yes.
Hooked into a nice one here.
Okay.
Ladies and germs.
Go.
Oh.
You really have to lock with your finger and get them in there.
Oh man.
Because they get off easy with these barbless hooks.
It's because it's barbless, eh?
Yeah. You really have to set in real quick.
That's devastating. So you're using one of these Yukon Lunker jig heads, eh? Or
Yeah.
sorry, tube jigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gotta pinch the barbs and be good to go. It's a Williams whitefish. And I got 30-pound fluorocarbon down below it.
As a leader.
So the idea is this flashes around and attracts the fish, and then they come and bite the tube jig. It's some kind of hair jig, thingamajigger. 2-ounce jig head. Yeah.
Here's a little tip. Just hitting this white tube jig with a UV light. And this is a glowing tube jig. And this just gets the glow amperage pumping.
Oh, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Here he comes. Really gets your drag. Just, yeah. Come on. Roll. Yes. Good job. You got it.
All right, fish on here. Dude, this is huge.
That's a big fish, yeah.
This is big.
Loosen off your drag just a little bit.
Loosen it?
Your drag on the bottom. Pull up and reel down. Oh yeah, that's a good one, buddy. Here we go. Good Jim.
Yeah.
Good?
Woo. Yeah.
Hey Lee, come check this out.
Look at that. That is a beauty. What a fight.
Okay, let's see here, Jim.
We're gonna have to let this big boy go, but that's the kind of stuff we come for. And there's bigger ones in this lake too.
We got this on a Big Sky tube jig.
Big Sky tube jig, just crushing it.
Made up in Whitehorse.
Yeah, awesome lure. So it has been an eventful morning. We got coffee and some breakfast going on outside on the Coleman stove, and we've already landed 2 fish and 2 nice ones as well, and lost one too, so freaking action. When I bring my cameras inside this warm ice fishing hut and then back outside, they get fogged up sometimes, so yeah, that's why you're gonna see a little bit of foggy footage here, but yeah, it's not easy to deal with. So far it's looking good, and after catching what is probably my biggest lake trout through the ice and having a great fight, it's just hard to imagine that there's fish triple the size of that in here. just awesome. So yeah, I'm excited to see what else we can catch. Eating some chimichangas, right? Is that what these are?
Well, what we do on these trips is we distribute the food planning out per day. So today is Lee's day. He handles all the food, all the cooking. And then for the rest of the trip, he gets to relax. And one day you get to do all the food prep, all the cooking, all the coffee.
I was wondering why Lee was doing so much. I'm like, this guy's so nice.
And then one day I get to do it. So then we have to each do one day.
You better enjoy it, because I'm not usually this nice.
This is the Holy Grail measuring stick.
Right.
So this here is 39 inches.
Yeah.
Okay. This notch is 26 inches.
Perfect.
So if the fish is longer than this, you got a big daddy.
Right. All right, we got some action here. We got a couple fish on the sonar.
Oh guys, look, big fish, huge fish coming in. Holy, look at that. That's the big daddy. That's the one we're waiting for, guys. That's our 40-incher right there. Oh, here it comes. That's the biggest one we've seen. See how thick he was?
Yeah.
Jesus, Murphy.
Like a submarine.
Come back. He was coming in from like 30 feet, eh?
Yeah.
So each one of the little rectangles on here is 10 feet.
No, it's 5 feet now.
5 feet, okay.
So you might not actually, I was thinking it was a 10-foot grid.
Yeah.
But since I changed, it's a 5-foot grid.
Right, so
When it fills up most of a 5-foot grid, you know you're in a big fish.
you got a giant one, yeah.
Oh, he's big. Oh, let him run.
Or he's gonna run me out.
Okay, just use your finger to spool it, to slow it down if you have to. Oh, he's big, man. Oh, I'm worried he's not going to fit through the hole. This is a 40-inch fish, man. Holy Oh. This is towing harder than that 39-inch we caught the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right down at bottom too.
Oh,
We gotta bring it in
He's
the way.
almost filling up that 5-foot grid. Oh my God, there's another big one there too. Just saw. Now he's gonna see the hole and he's gonna freak out.
The two-man operation here to get these, to land these big ones. Ryan's trying to keep the line away from the side of the ice so it doesn't wear it.
Oh my God, he's big. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh, go, here we go. Yes, 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 yes. Yes!
Oh yeah!
Yes! Yes!
High five, bud.
Okay, can you get a picture?
Got it. There we go. Look at this guy. Absolute beast.
Okay, so he is, he's about 37.
Let's send this guy home. See you later.
There he goes. Bye-bye.
Yes, buddy.
Yes!
Hell yeah. Right on, right on. Nailed it. Okay, so we have had some luck here on the morning of day one with 4 fish landed, 1 dink, 3 nice one, including one that was a freaking beast. Essentially, we're measuring our fish here. We're not weighing them because this is a conservation area. It's a remote area, but the Yukon has done a lot to protect some of these lake trout lakes just to keep them amazing for a long time. So we're fishing with barbless hooks. Let me tell you, man, when you're fishing barbless hooks and you're not used to it, it's a little scarier. I actually lost a big one earlier on because of that, so I learned my lesson. And yeah, it's a 2-man job bringing some of these things through the hole. But there's a lot more fish. We're marking other fish, even some bigger ones cruising by. So just absolutely action-packed. Really fun to be fishing with the sonar as well, because you can just see everything that's kind of happening down there. And I don't know, really gets your heart pumping. So yeah, we're having a great time. Looks like it's a nice day. A little bit overcast, but no wind. Probably sitting around -10, but it's nice and cozy in the ice shelter, and we're probably going to set up another tent today. It was a bit of a pain in the ass because we have to put our cots in, get ready for nighttime, and then pull all that stuff out and then get ready for ice fishing and cook outside and stuff. So we're going to have another tent that's going to be our sleeping, maybe cooking tent if it's cold, and then the ice fishing tent and get things more dialed. But nobody's ready to start doing that right now because the bite is on, baby.
Oh, baby.
All right, you need help?
If you like. He's not huge.
Feels pretty good size, dude.
Just you gotta kind of guide his nose up. So pull the ice out of the hole so you can see, and you'll see his nose. And you'll right when you can get his nose up in the hole, you kind of give it a little tug.
Here we go.
Oh, he's a good fish.
Oh.
If he runs, let him run. Don't force him.
Oh, there you go.
Let him run. Let him run.
Going for another run. Woo! Hell yeah. I haven't really got a proper look at him. Oh, there he is. Oh, that's a fish, bud. I just saw the back half of it. It was gigantic.
Man, these jigs they're made in Whitehorse, Yukon, and man, they're friggin'
Crushing.
incredible.
Well, they're made for this exact where we are, right?
Big sky jigs.
Oh.
Yeah, well, just gentle.
He's good.
Big. We'll let him. Don't pull. We gotta get him straight in.
He's a good size. He's
a good one.
He's like about the size of the last one. He's got way more pep in him though, eh?
He does. Here we go. Oh yes. Grab it, go play.
There we go. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, buddy. I gotta get my down there.
Just let me again. Oh yes, there we go.
There we go, fish on.
Woohoo! There we go. Oh no, I lost him again.
Oh my God, what's with this
Let's
fish?
get him again, Lee. Oh my God, these barbless. He's going after yours. Oh, you jigged it out of his face.
Oh man.
Son of a gun. He's obsessed with mine for some reason. Oh, come on, you fuck. Oh, he lost him again.
What the
What's happening here? Oh my God, I'm too hot. Can't handle this. Just sweating.
He's cruising off to the left.
Yeah, he'll come back.
How big did it feel?
No, he's the 30 inches.
Yeah. So like the other two around there?
Like that last one I got.
Yeah.
Man, I couldn't get that hook set good on him though.
If you see what's happening there and why we're losing those fish, that's because we're fishing conservation waters here in the Yukon, and it's barbless. So all these hooks have no barbs on them. So it's an extra level of challenge to try to land fish. If you don't keep the perfect amount of pressure on your line at all times, they get off, and even sometimes if they just make the right move, they get off. So Ryan had like a ninja-like fish on 3 times and fighting with it, and got off 3 times. But, you know, we think we're going to catch another one. We just have a sneaking suspicion.
We're going to get another for sure.
We're going to get another one.
Like I usually try to set up off a point or something, you know?
Yeah.
I read online, it said that the better place is tight bays, not points, because lake trout, they're what they do is in the winter they push their bait into shore, and when it's a tight bay, they wait on the outside of the bay. Bait fish swims in. They swim the bait.
So the mouth of a tight bay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Yeah.
Or the side of a point.
Yeah.
Because the side of a point, bait fish will swim by. They'll chase the fish out around the point, push them out into deep water, and they got them.
Cool.
So
yeah.
I've always used to try to fish off the points, and I never had any success.
Huh. Yeah.
But all of the big fish, like we had big fish snap our line out there at Kathleen, and it was all in these little tight bays where we were getting them.
Right.
Okay, so we got those 5-foot grid marks. So when one fills up the grid mark, we know we got Big Daddy.
It's 5
5
foot
foot.
horizontally?
Yeah. So see right now, you look, me and Yuli, we're 10 feet apart. It shows that we're 10 feet apart.
Yeah.
So that shows that it's kind of accurate, right?
Yep.
So when it fills up like 3/4 of it, you know you've got a 4-foot fish.
I got a whale on there.
Holy man, he's good. That guy came out of nowhere. James Dean, and
That
all
guy
of a
just
sudden,
came in, no action for solid half hour, I'd say. And all of a sudden, this guy just came in and crushed it.
oh man, look at him on the screen. He's big. This is a big fish, guys. Holy sh! Yeah, he's way bigger than my last one.
He's down deep
He's
still.
bouncing.
Oh yeah, I got my drag set super tight too.
Oh man, so the fish ran around my line.
Yeah. And then he's
Oh, here he is, right here. He's right here. Here we go.
All right. Well, it didn't turn out to be so big.
Not so big, my
He
man.
fought
Yeah.
like hell,
He
dude.
has some fight. Holy cow.
Awesome. I mean, honestly, I've sometimes caught more fish when I'm not paying attention.
Yeah,
as long as you
exactly.
just start jigging,
Yeah.
because you just stop, you get dialed in on.
As soon as you reach over to grab a beer,
Yeah, because you know when you don't have the sonar, because as soon as you zone out and you just start socializing, you don't. The time goes by easier, right?
yeah.
How does it feel?
Feels like a good one.
Yeah, loosen up your jag a bit there, Lee. Let him run a little bit more, Lee. Looks like a pretty good fish.
Lee, yeah, bud.
Whoa, look at all the light it's
Wow.
taking. Holy jeez. Have you seen his head come up yet?
I haven't seen
No.
anything.
He's way out there too, because he was near the
I've
bottom.
been looking. He doesn't want to come up yet.
No. Okay, just pull him.
Okay, wait,
He's
careful,
right
careful.
there.
His head's
Hold
not
him.
in. His head's
Hold him
not
up a
coming up.
hand.
He's a good size.
Just, Jim, hold him by
Okay,
hand.
okay.
Just got him up a hand there, Jim. You'll be able to feel
need
it.
to let him down a bit, and then.
Yeah.
Boom! Yeah!
Woo!
Yes, buddy.
All right.
Good
We
fish.
got lines up the yin yang.
Woo! Got a bit of a tangle going there. Here, you want to take him?
Got the big sky jig.
Lee lands a fucking tank.
About time, eh?
Yes, bud.
Yeah.
See you later, buddy. Thank you. Good to meet you.
Awesome.
Yes, Lee. High five, bud. Yes.
That's how it's done.
Lee, nice fish, buddy.
Oh yeah, life just doesn't get much better, eh?
I know, right? How did that feel?
Felt good, you know. I have felt it was a lot bigger, and then when you just started running, and then all of a sudden it was over, you know. So it's almost anticlimactic when it's done. But
Yeah, it was a pretty long fight. It felt like a long time.
yeah, and you're right. You know, if you had had that had the clicking on the drag, then I think it would have been a little better. Otherwise, I could feel it.
Yeah.
I could feel it spinning, but it's not clicking there, so it's not as
Dramatic.
for you guys. But for me, it's just like, come on, I hope I got enough
Yeah,
rope
no,
on there.
I was right there. I saw that spool running out. I saw it taking a few runs.
Yeah.
And it didn't want to come put its head through the hole either.
No, I think it was just kind of going flat in there, all the time there.
It was one of the hardest ones to get through the hole. I don't know if it's just a visual thing, but I feel like the orange ones are delicious.
I usually feel them with my knife, and I go down on an angle.
Yeah.
And run the knife down.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we should put the vestibule on this side here. Grab it this way here. And eat that way, so we'll catch the afternoon light.
So the poles are exterior, eh?
Yeah. Well, we'll get all poles set up, and then then there's this spider that goes in the middle, and
This is going to be my first night in an Arctic oven. First night sleeping in an ice fishing shelter as well.
yeah, that was my first night too.
Okay, let me get you. You good? You good?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Here she comes.
Only got one here.
There's only one? Okay, there's only one on the back.
There's two on the front, one on the back.
Okay, then you got it right.
You gotta be going in the wrong direction for that long.
Well, press down hard, give it a quick jolt on the back, because I only have one battery, eh?
Yeah, that ice is hard, dude. All right. Bit of an Arctic oven tent tour here. Look at that. You got some spots to hang stuff in these mesh kind of hanging bags. Lots of space. We put down a canvas tarp as a ground pad. And look at that zipper, so you can run a fuel line in. And we're running this small propane stove here. It's called a New Wave 4000. Yeah, and that laminated sheet there prevents the stove from melting down to the ice and snow, and no problem to run it on top of this ground pad. The head, is that good?
Oh yeah, everything's good. going down with 2 hooks. Dad said if you use bigger bait, you tend to get the bigger fish.
Right.
So I've got a weight, 2 hooks. I'm very intentionally not trying to catch lake trout, like things like using a cotton rope and a leader and not really hiding the hook too much. That'll deter a lake trout quite a bit, where burbot, when they're hungry, they don't seem to care. When you set down, you always want to make sure you get it on the bottom.
Burbot are hitting at night a lot of the time too, right?
That's right, yeah. You get a lake trout on, you have to release it, and then you just wasted a night of burbot fishing on something you can't keep.
Right.
So you want to make sure you get a burbot. You definitely want to make sure, like I always go see how the line's slack. And then what I do is I roll it up just a little bit. You still want to make sure it's slack there. Okay, you want to make sure it's in the middle, because overnight this line, it's going to freeze. This is going to freeze in, and then you can use an ice chisel around and pull it up. So now we're going to pile a bunch of snow on there and mark the hole.
Okay, well, after an awesome morning of slamming fish and having breakfast and coffees, did a little work around camp, got the Arctic oven set up with an awesome little propane stove. So that was pretty cool. I've never slept in an Arctic oven before. And then the lake trout bite died a little bit, so we took a rip down the lake, and we're setting some lines for burbot. In the Yukon, with a special license, you can leave set lines overnight and you don't have to actually be close to them or man them. But the rule is they have to be checked at least every 30 hours, and you have to write the name of your license and your name and phone number on the actual set line, which we've done here. You saw Lee writing the info on a piece of flagging tape. We tied it to a stick and then shoveled a bunch of snow over the hole after baiting some cut up store-bought fish onto the hooks, and then that snow is going to insulate the hole from freezing. And what we're going to do is we're going to set a bunch of these in a long line, a couple 100 meters apart each, and then we'll see where we're getting some action tomorrow and maybe consolidate them a little. But we got work to do because we're going to set about 30 of these puppies tonight, so we better get at it. Could almost make an igloo with some of the snow out here, eh? Oh, it's not that big. Kind of fun, actually. Kind of cool. I've never really fished this way before, so it's a new experience. And yeah, they're good eating too. So we'll be back in time to hit that evening bite window and hopefully slam some more giant lakers. Is that moose chili?
Moose chili with a bit of everything that wasn't tied down in the sink or in the fridge. And then I accidentally put a little bit too much chipotle chili pepper in there. But
nice. Okay, well, we just threw in a few more burbot lines. We didn't get even close to our 30, but you know, we aimed high and we did pretty well. Snowstorm came in, can't see back to camp at all, so we're gonna follow our trail, but it looks like we're gonna get a dumping of snow. Pretty much more or less a whiteout, but not windy. Gonna head back. We're in a bite window now for lake trout and probably gonna get some food going. So yeah, hopefully we catch some more, but tomorrow we're gonna come check these lines and see what's on the end of them. I'll eat it. Got like a little town here starting,
I
eh?
was thinking it's like
start offering trading goods. Now look at this vegetable. Wow. Holy shit, you can store there. Well, Lee has done the honors of feeding us again, and this time he brought chili, homemade chili.
Homemade moose chili from moose caught in September.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good eating, and the way that we're doing it is each person's taking a turn to have their day of being the one who's cooking. So if it looks right now like it's unfair, why is Lee doing all the work with food prep?
Tomorrow I'm relaxing.
Yeah, tomorrow it'll be someone else's turn, and then someone else's turn after that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, Does that work for you?
Flashes up on the ass. Yeah, baby.
So we are in the Arctic oven tent. We fished for quite some time after eating Lee's delicious chili, and just basically hung out and caught absolutely nothing. Marked very few fish. Last night it was dark, you know, we got here late, but again, marking not too many fish. But these guys are telling me that they've actually had good luck with lake trout, like even at 10 o'clock at night, well after dark. So we're just realizing that this spot that we're on is like real good in the morning. And we were probably a little late on the evening bite because we were out setting the Burbot lines, but we realized it's not really a good night spot. So we formulated a plan that says we're actually gonna go set up another pop-up ice fishing shelter, because we have another one, because you know, you can fit a lot of stuff in Ryan's sleds and the Yukon Expedition Sleds. So we were like, let's just bring another one, and we did. So we're gonna try another spot, and if we get it, and then that'll be our night spot. So we'll have morning, we'll be here, and nights over there. So that's kind of in the plans for tomorrow. But yeah, first thing's gonna be fishing, getting breakfast, and then after the morning bite slows down, we'll go check those Burbot lines. So awesome freaking day today. Snowing hard still, dumping snow on our way back from putting in the Burbot lines, and it hasn't slowed up, so we'll see what things look like tomorrow. But we got a lot of snow coming down. Anyways, I inflated my ground pad, pulled out my sleeping bag. Loving this Arctic oven tent. This little propane stove's throwing off a lot of heat too. So yeah, we're about to crash. It's probably like 11:30, and looking forward to a good night's sleep, and just absolutely crushing some whales tomorrow. Just that feeling of just seeing that huge lake trout head coming through the hole, man, it's up there. So anyways, nighty night.
Woo, it's nice out.
Not bad at all, eh?
Nice when you're not running for the outhouse.
All right, well, this is morning of day 3 out here, and not too cold out this morning, maybe like, I don't know, -5 or something like that. Overcast, no wind, so can't complain about that. Just finished up breakfast, oatmeal, coffee, and really enjoyed the first night in the Arctic oven with the cots, with my inflatable ground pad and my warm sleeping bag. We kept the stove, the propane stove, in there all night on low, so it didn't get too cold. And we actually have a carbon monoxide detector as well, even though the tent is breathable, and there's a chimney which creates essentially a back eddy, so that the propane flame is fed from air from outside of the tent, but just in case, we also bring a carbon monoxide detector that goes off if carbon monoxide levels get high. So anyways, yeah, so after breakfast today is fishing, baby. The bite in this spot is good in the morning, so we're hoping to hit that morning bite window, hopefully get into a couple more fish. Then we're gonna go check our Burbot lines and set up an ice hut, a second ice shelter. That's the beauty about having these large sleds, Yukon Expedition sleds. You can just bring so much more. So we have the tent, and then we have 2 ice fishing huts. And let me tell you, man, when the winds pick up and when it's cold out here, they're real nice to have. So yeah, we might set that up a little later on to see if we can get to a spot that actually has fish in the late evening and early night. Anyways, yeah, looking forward to getting a line down the hole. We're just having a blast out here. Well, we are back at it here in the ice fishing hut. No action yet, so you never know. Sometimes they're moving around, sometimes they're feeding, sometimes they're not, but my guess is that we're going to get into something in a little bit. Yeah, this sonar that we have here is pretty awesome. It really makes things exciting. You can really just see your own lure going up and down. You can see when fish are coming in, and so you know when to kind of get dialed in and make sure that you're jigging properly. And it's just a lot more fun because you can see what kind of action you're getting down there. Definitely a common thing that almost all like serious ice fishermen are using some type of fish. Oh, it's coming right for you.
It comes, coming your way.
Yeah, I just charged that UV light and dropped it down, and that triggered him.
What did he do? He took off?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop down again.
Give those barbs a good pinch down. Lee has hooked into one.
Oh, he's running.
Did you reel up or what?
Yeah. I think you lost him, Lee.
No, he's still on there. What's that one?
Here goes one after mine. This might be total chaos if this happens. Uh-oh.
Look at this thing.
Jesus, Lee's got something here, boys.
Here's a big one coming in.
Ryan's about to get one too. Oh,
just missed it. Come on, baby.
All right, keep reeling.
Don't get that.
Okay, you reeling? Do you feel it?
Yeah, I can still feel him.
Oh, there he is. He's a good size. He is a fucking good size, bud.
Oh yeah. Woo-hoo.
You got
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Happiness.
Let's see here. I got a camera here.
Okay, there's Lee's fish. I gotta give it to him. Stop taking all this. Here you go, buddy. Oh yeah. Whale watching tour out here, boys. See you later, buddy. So we just had not much action. So I threw on this big Williams whitefish, flashy ass spoon, and started jigging. And maybe that attracted some fish, but they decided to hit the tube jigs on either side of me. So Lee had one on, the fish got tangled on mine, then Ryan had a fish on and it swam over and tangled on Lee's and mine, and Lee landed the fish, and then we just have a gong show, a freaking tangled line all over the place. So we're dealing with that now, which is a pain in the ass because it's right when the bite picked up and there's fish down there right now, and we're sitting here bungling with untangling, but that's how she goes sometimes.
What I think you need to do is tie a tube jig underneath this,
on the bottom.
a big 2-ounce tube jig.
Good idea.
Like with like a 3-foot lead, and that'll keep it down vertical because this travels too far out. Like,
right. Well, once I got it down there, it wasn't really an issue. It was his fish. Just swam across,
yeah, got it, yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that too. Whoa, look at that. Looks like Moby's dick. So I think that jigging with this big Williams spoon potentially helped bring in some fish because it's really flashy.
Here comes that fish, Lee.
Yeah,
but the problem was that it was just getting fouling up everyone's lines when it falls down because it travels too much. So I'm thinking by tying this on the bottom that maybe that'll keep it under control a little better. Okay, here we go. We just put my line down. That was a long debacle of untangling and retying. I don't know if this is the best thing to do now, but we're gonna give it a go. I'm using a gigantic tube jig. Maybe I should have tied on that glow in the dark one. I don't know, but only time will tell. You caught it with your foot? I
tripped on my own line.
Yeah, I'm hoping I get a good flutter on the initial fall, and then before it starts going way the f over here traveling, the tube jig pulls it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that, that I clipped all the barbs off that just because there's so many goddamn hooks, you know?
Oh, yeah.
We got one. We're hooked up.
Oh,
here.
look at that other one. Those other two going. Here he comes.
Action
Here he
Jackson,
comes.
baby.
Oh yes.
Oh, Ryan's got him. Ryan's got the hook set.
Shit.
How is it? Is it a good one?
Nope. It's a medium one. You just dive on it. Lee, you can drop a line down. I'm not very deep now.
almost there.
All right, you need help?
Oh no, I lost him.
Oh.
Let's get him again. Let's get him again. These fish are getting hungry. Look at them. There's two of them there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. He's got one.
Reel in, yeah, reel in.
Doesn't
Get
look
it high. He's gonna tangle your line. Quick. Okay, now we can drop down, Jim.
I lost him again.
Oh.
God, we're not doing a good job setting hooks today, boys. Watch these fish dive bomb as they're going down. Here they go again. That was incredible how
Where'd they
aggressive
go?
they are. There's one right under me. Do you want to put on another chartreuse jig like Lee has?
Huh. Maybe, but I mean that fucking fish.
Just
is
fish,
cute.
guys,
you using
fish. No, I'm using a white one.
That's lunch. That's a compadre burrito right there. Well, unfortunately, a little slower today than yesterday, which was just like a slamboree with giant trout. But we did manage to get a nice one and some action too. And it's moving into the afternoon now, so we're gonna reel up and go check our burbot lines after eating a nice lunch of burritos. So yeah.
No, we can check out some deeper spots.
Yeah.
And after I check with the Panoptics, one person could just drop a line down, give her 50 jigs.
Yeah.
And then carry on. If we get a fish, great. We'll spend some more time around there.
Okay.
And we'll just kind of hole hunt for a new spot.
Okay, cool. And then that's where you think you want to set up in the evening?
Potentially.
Okay. It's getting geared up here to head out for the day. Bite slow down here, so we might try a couple different spots, and we're definitely going to check those burbot lines. Not a fish.
This is an unsuccessful burbot line, so if I don't get a fish on the first night, I just relocate to another place, or if we get a line with fish on it, then we'll start to poke holes around that. So we're just searching for where the fish are right now. Okay. It's our first time at this lake, so we don't really know.
All right, going to the next burbot hole.
This is gonna be your lucky hole, or what?
This is it, yeah.
No tug back.
No tug back.
That's where they're spawning, is in the sand.
Right.
So there'll be like balls of them, like thousands of them in one spot.
Right. I mean, just hammer time, but you got to find the spot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yes, bye.
Oh, it's a good one.
Hey, just let him run a little bit. Oh, it's a good one.
pike.
Oh, darn. Okay, you gotta let him go. Let's see. Woo. Holy shit, it's a big pike. That's not a good spot for a set line.
For a burbot line?
Yeah.
Big old pike. That guy's got to go home though. See you later, buddy.
I'm out of here.
Not what we were going for, but it's better than nothing else, I guess, you know? All right, this is our last line. No, no such luck.
Burbot have proven to be elusive.
Indeed they have. Well, yeah, the burbot seem to have, I don't know, evaded us today. So we're gonna try some new spots and maybe better luck next time. we're gonna try new spots. No luck with the first spots. We're gonna go fire in as many holes as we can, and you know, try to get back and find a new spot to fish before the evening bite. But yeah, we got a bit more work to do. Same thing as yesterday, putting in a hole, checking the depth, baiting it, piling it up, putting a flag with our name, phone number, and license number on it for a set line, traveling about 100 meters, doing it all over again. Well, we cruised around, we tried a few places looking under the ice with the sonar, and didn't really commit to any spot until we found somewhere where we saw fish. Well, we just got to a place that looks pretty good. There's actually a remote cabin here, wilderness cabin in the bush over there, but a little tributary, a little point, beautiful day, mountains in the background, deep powder here. I was practicing big turns, leaning and all that. That was a lot of fun. We kind of stopped trying to set burbot lines, and essentially now we're just looking for a place to fish for lake trout. And so we're trying different areas. We got the sonar down there checking the depth, and what you can see is happening now is Lee's got a line in, because you know, the more you have your line in the water, the more fish you catch. And he's actually spinning the handle around that points the scanner, we'll call it, in the direction it needs to go. So basically they're just looking for fish, they're looking for structure, we're looking for depth, and if we like something, if we see fish down there, if we catch a fish, we stick around and try a little bit more. If not, we move on. But it can take a little bit of time to get to understand a lake, and this lake's proving to be a little different than a few we've fished before. Well, we're thinking, after exploring the lake, this lake's huge though, eh? Good sized lake. Anyways, we're thinking of, after exploring the lake, looking for structure, you know, using the sonar to check different spots and that. We tried here for a bit and no luck, and we're just thinking, well, you know what, there isn't really any major structure in this lake, and we think the spot we have is pretty money. So when they slowed down and stopped biting in the afternoon, that might have just been the case all over the lake. So we're basically thinking that doing a little recon, we should head back, but that's just how it goes. And without doing this, we wouldn't have had an idea of exactly what this lake was all about, what it looked like under the ice. And I caught a pretty nice pike, so no complaints. But anyways, yeah, interesting little recon mission, but we're gonna rip back to camp and see if we can't fish around that area, maybe poke a few more holes in around the shelter, and kind of try the area a little bit more. So we'll see how it goes. All right, we're just getting some firewood. Got ribs to cook up tonight.
Bit of snow. Once we get that fire going, we were like, gosh, should have cut more wood.
Yeah, if we're enjoying ourselves.
Two logs.
You. got one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Hit on the way down.
You're hungry.
As soon as I dropped my rod in.
Oh, here comes. Oh,
Keeper.
that's a keeper, yeah.
Probably the second smallest fish we've caught this entire time, eh?
Yep.
And that's a pretty good fish by most people's standards. Well, I think I'm gonna let it go. It's a little small to keep, definitely could keep it. We're not keeping any big ones, but there we go. Just hit on the way down. Let's send it home. Bye-bye. Ribs. Look at that. Well, we explored the entire lake today. Made our way back here and started catching fish. So maybe the grass isn't always greener on the other side. My racket. Thank you.
I'm a provider. I need to get out.
Back in the Arctic oven. We had a great time getting a little bonfire going on the ice, drilled a bunch of holes and got some more action, caught a small laker, but it slowed down a little bit today, and so we're you know, really looking and hoping for another slam fest like we did on our first morning here. But we had a delicious meal, reheated ribs over the fire and some toast with some spinach dip. Anyways, we're having a blast out here. Beautiful night. Day turned into, you know, blue skies, not too cold, and yeah, gorgeous spots overall. You know, we're catching fish. Got a nice pike today too, on the Burbot lines, which we immediately released. So does that count if it's not a target species? Probably not, but kind of, you know. And anyways, yeah, we're gonna turn in for a well-deserved sleep. Tomorrow's another day. And yeah, we'll see what we can catch. Good morning. It is our fourth day out here, and this is going to be our last full day to fish this lake, because tomorrow morning we might fish in the morning, but then we got to break camp and get out of here. We're gonna boil some drinking water here. Advanced food planning skills. Look at this menu. So today is breakfast burritos. We're on a real burrito tip out here. Well, it's my day to do the bulk of the cooking, so I'm in here making the coffee. I got some more snow in here melting, and I boil that for drinking water, and I'm just heating up some breakfast burritos. We're on a big burrito tip out here. They're pre-made and wrapped in tinfoil, so I can just put them right on the frying pan, reheat them, so super easy. And Ryan and Lee stepped out of the tent, and we've decided that we're gonna move our spot in this general area, but go about 10 feet shallower and just try something a little bit different, but right in this area where we've had luck before.
The weather forecast is, it's -8 right now, and it's supposed to warm up to 0
didn't see it. It feels bobby.
We're about 70 kilometers the way the crow flies here from the closest road. So this is a remote wilderness lake that we're in right now, but the ride to get in here on a snowmobile is much longer because there's no direct route because of mountains and other obstructions, which means you know, it's a solid 4-hour ride. So tomorrow we're going to have to more or less just kind of pack up, maybe fish a bit in the morning, but more or less just pack up and head home. So we're really looking forward to hopefully getting some more lake trout today, and hopefully some big ones too, like we got last time, if not bigger. Those burritos should be about done. All right, run this out to the boys, and before too long I'll be fishing too. All right, let's check out these burritos. Just gotta melt some more snow, wait for this to boil for drinking water. Bean breakfast burrito. Delicious. This is an insulated drinking water bag. Look at how thick that insulation is there.
Oh, fish just came in fast. Oh, here comes fish, fish guys. Fish, 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 fast. Fast fish. Yes! Oh, I missed him.
Oh no. So I'm charging up the battery for our pan optics, charging up my large battery, so keep that charging, then I can charge my camera batteries. What the hell? What happened? Why did they get scared?
Spoon scared them away again.
You think so? Should I pull the spoon in?
I think so. Well, unless they circle around, I guess let's see. Let's give
Maybe
it
the spoon is attracting them though too.
Let's give it the 5-minute test. That was the best school of fish we've ever seen.
Jesus.
Fish, 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 fish. No, that's a fish. That's a fish. That's a fish.
It's darting. It's coming
He's
for you.
going after you, Lee. He's going for
You're
it.
gonna get him.
Go! Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Oh, missed him.
Oh, I'm gonna drop down.
Yeah.
Yeah, fish
Got a good set
on.
there, I think.
Fish on, baby.
Oh, lost him. That was a good hook set too. He still got off.
We got some action here, baby. It was a long wait. Woo, it's a good size.
It's still down there?
Oh, it's going for a run.
There's a couple big ones.
Oh, there it is, right there. Right there.
See him?
Oh yeah. Oh, look at him there. Look at him there under the ice. Oh.
Going again.
Oh, he's a big one, boys.
He's going again.
Yeah.
He's swimming down. He's swimming down.
Just don't do it then, Lee. Woo! Here he comes. It's a good one, buddy. This might be the biggest one yet. Here he comes. There's a spoon. Oh, he's big. Oh shoot! Let him run. Here we go. Yeah. Here, got him. Oh shit, man.
Oh yeah.
He's big.
Woo! Here we go, guys.
Oh,
yeah.
Check out this big boy.
Size of that thing.
Hell yeah, baby. Woo! All right, here we go. Took a little longer to hook up today, but we got a big old laker, baby. Look at that beauty. Let's get a closer look at this guy. He's still going. Okay, you're gonna let him go? Hopefully he'll get caught. Okay, well, there we go, baby. Took us a bit of time. After I cooked up breakfast, it was going pretty slow, but we were marking fish and we lost a couple, and all of a sudden some tanks roll in. I had just rigged up my line using a spoon up high. So I'm using 20-pound fluorocarbon, 50-pound braid, and I rigged up a liter of fluorocarbon. Then I put a spoon, then about 1.5 foot of 20-pound fluorocarbon, and then one of these large tube jigs made by Big Sky Jigs right here in the Yukon. So yes, finally we connected. So yeah, that feels pretty freaking exciting. Yes! Lee's hooked into one here.
Watch this.
Action Jackson, baby.
Spit it out.
Oh, you lost it?
Yeah.
Oh
He's
man.
still there.
Coming after it.
Here he comes
Watch,
back.
just-
Oh, he's coming for
It's
you.
gonna smash Leo. That's a smaller one.
See that red blot? Oh, it's going back.
God, it's just
Not
so much
right-
more
right
fun
from
with
the
this
wide
thing
now.
when you actually have the chance of catching a whale like this.
Yeah.
Here it comes. It's coming up. It's coming up. Oh, he is big. He is big. Look at him right through the ice.
Oh, cool.
Just up. Just up. Outside of the ice. There we go.
Yeah! Yeah, fishy.
Oh my gosh, he's big. Oh,
He's still pulling.
Dude, I was just thinking, I'm like, somebody's gonna land a 40 pounder.
this might be it. This is it.
My
You're breathing hard.
My wrist is getting sore.
This fight has been going on for 7 minutes already. Oh my, he's huge. Jesus Christ, he's so much bigger than the other ones. This is the one you were waiting for, guys.
Lee.
Oh, look at the line go, look at the line. Oh my gosh.
Peeling offline.
Just let him run, let him run. Oh my God, ooh, this is the big one.
So what's going on right now is Lee has hooked into what's probably the biggest fish of the trip. He's been already fighting it for well over 5 minutes.
9 minutes now.
9 minutes now, yeah, 9-minute fight. He's getting sore, but it's just crazy, a lot of intensity here. It's running out his reel, it's running out his spool. He's using this bait caster.
Okay, you're gonna pull up and then reel down.
Oh, I see
Holy
it.
shit, look, it's still taking line.
I see it through the ice.
Holy crap. Real faster, Lee, real faster. And you gotta lift it up as you reel. Lift, and then reel down. Oh my God, look at him under the ice. Oh, there he is. Oh man, that's a big fish. Holy.
Look, you can see it through the ice.
Oh man, that's a big fish. Holy. I've never felt a fish with so much power in my life. I think here he comes, real fast. Real fast. Let's see if we can get his nose up here. Look at him, guys. Look at him. Oh my God.
Holy cow.
Here he comes.
Look at him.
Reel. Okay, let him run. Oh, burp some more bubbles. Jeez, he's just taking line. Straight line now, guys. Look at that reel. Look at that thing under the ice.
Whoa. Look at
Here we go. Here, there's the leader. Let's see if we get his head up here. Come on. Let's see his head up. Come on. Okay, here we go. Come on. Yes. No. Gone.
Oh no! Lost him. What happened? We lost him on the ice?
No. It
just spat the
wasn't
hook?
hooked that good.
Oh man. Sorry guys.
Wow, son of a...
Let's catch another one.
Let's get another one. It's still down there.
Was it just
I'm still vibrating right now. Like that's like sneaking up on a 40-inch ram right there.
Oh, cheers, buddy.
Really? Like
Cheers,
Cheers,
buddy.
Lee. Awesome.
equally
Cheers,
as
buddy. That
equally
was
exciting.
awesome, yeah.
Just a fucking dinosaur.
Yeah.
The power of that fish is unlike anything I've ever seen in my life.
Cheers, my friends. That was
Cheers.
fantastic.
Oh man.
Cheers. Lee caught it on a chartreuse tube jig. So what do? We all immediately switched to chartreuse tube jigs. Is this the color? Not quite, eh?
Close enough. It's got little reflector yellow guys on the back of it.
Oh, okay. Well, the day got nice. We're noticing when the high pressure rolls around, the fishing seems to pick up. Low pressure, fish were coming in, but we weren't getting any bites. And as soon as it started to get nice and sunny out and we started to see some blue sky, so we just started smashing big fish. So anyways, I'm gonna go get some lunch going. We're gonna do a fish fry up one of the keepers. We're only keeping what would be a small fish for this lake. Yeah, we're gonna cook up some fillets, so I'm excited. I'm gonna do it right in the tent on the Coleman double burner. guys approve of the fish? Yes, we're just cooking up this awesome orange lake trout here, which for some reason to me seems to taste better than the white stuff. But using a little Old Bay and some butter. We didn't have oil, so we're cooking it in butter. So I think that's adding to the flavor, but definitely nice to dine on one of these freaking amazing, wild, delicious Yukon Lakers. Well, here we are on day 4 of our adventure, and it is beautiful. Crazy how much it's changed. It was super overcast, super low pressure this morning, really foggy. Couldn't even see the shore anywhere around you, and now it is completely cleared up. We've done well with fishing, still not an absolute slamboree like the first morning we were here, but super exciting with what was, you know, probably 30 to 40 pound lake trout on. Extremely long fight, maybe about 13 minutes. Just epic. Got off right at the bottom of the hole, but wow, that was really cool to watch. I caught another nice one as well. So we're just gonna kind of kick it around camp today and fish out of this shelter, maybe pop back to our other one, and you know, maybe hole hop with a few holes around here. But we are getting some action in this shelter. So yeah, I'm gonna just basically stay at it and see if we can't hook into another giant fish. And sadly, tomorrow will be the day we have to kind of just pack up and go, because we have a long travel day tomorrow. Long drive, about a 6-hour drive, and you know, probably about 3 hours, 4 hours to break camp and eat. And anyways, just having a blast. Such a beautiful day. The Yukon! Look at this, I'm just basking in this Yukon splendor out here. And there's been some ravens pecking at something not far from our camp here, maybe 200-300 meters. They've been pecking at something in the ice the entire time I've been here. So I decided to just ride out and see exactly what it is. Ooh, interesting. Nature is gruesome. It is a dead swan. Maybe get froze into the ice. Sometimes they can freeze into the ice if they're sleeping. And if they're sick or weak, they get stuck there. They can't migrate. They die. Look at the size of the swan's foot. Very big birds. Feels very leathery. That is the circle of life, I suppose. Nature is not always so peachy. I'm gonna head back over with Ryan and Lee and try some more ice fishing. Absolutely freaking beautiful day though. Look at this. So go fish the one you just poked? Okay. Okay, baby. Well, essentially how we're fishing right now is something called hole hopping. And I'm following Ryan and Lee. They're drilling holes, fishing them for a bit, then moving on, checking different depths of water and just kind of trying to move around and find the fish. And I'm more or less following them and fishing the same holes that they kind of get to try first, because oftentimes, sure, there might not be fish right in that immediate area right away, but 10 minutes later there might be. So I'm going to try each hole for about 15 minutes and then move. And we're going to kind of move around the lake, just hole hopping to see if we can get on any fish, because it's really slowed down in the spot we were in the ice hut despite the absolute whale we had on and the big one I caught. Anyways, yeah, we'll see what we can come up with here, but man, it'd be great to get something of some serious size like that one Lee had on. Just unreal. Well, we are back in the ice fishing hut. We actually found an area where there's sandy bottom, about 9 feet deep, which is good for burbot. So we set a couple lines there for burbot. Then we drilled some holes out this way and found that it got shallower. So we're actually at a deep point here. So we picked a pretty good spot to begin with, because we're fishing at about 60 feet deep. Anyways, I'm gonna jump back in there, cook up some dinner, and hopefully catch a couple more fish.
Tzatziki, red pepper, and roasted chicken. Delicious. Big fish, big fish, big fish. We're gonna play it nice and careful, nice and slow.
So what's going on now is Ryan has just hooked into a beast. It could be another giant one similar to the one that got off right below the ice earlier, but it's taken a long time to bring it in, so we're just doing it slowly but surely.
Guys, this is it. This is the one we were waiting for.
10 feet away.
10 feet, okay.
Getting close up.
Oh, here he is, here he is.
Don't even worry about it.
Jesus! Guys, get him on the camera. Holy sh!
Take your time, take your time.
Holy sh! What a fucking monster. He's coming through, he's coming through! Yes, 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 yes! Okay, Lee, check out this.
Yeah! Hell yeah!
Woo, congrats, man!
Woo. Oh my god, that is an absolute whale. Wow. What a freaking tank, bud.
Oh yeah. I can't see the tail of it though.
Woo!
There you go. Yeah, keep.
What a dinosaur, bro. Good job. Look at the size of the mouth on that thing. See you later.
See you later, buddy.
Yeah!
Yes!
Good job.
Yes!
Yeah, baby!
Guys,
Just slowly moving
we
away.
fucking did it.
Good job, Ryan. Hell yes! Yes!
I'm shaking.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't fucking struck like this for a ram in like forever. Oh.
How you feeling there, bud?
Oh, like I freak it out. Freak it out. So
Oh my
happy.
god. Personal best Laker.
Personal best. Oh,
Fucking
yeah. Yes.
That's gonna be a hard one. That's gonna be a hard one to beat.
Wow.
How long were you fighting that for?
I videotaped the whole thing, so at least probably, I'm gonna guess 10 minutes. That was a
fun as hell.
fantastic day.
Oh, what a finale with that whale, bud.
Holy
You
man.
really fucking have a dramatic way of doing things, eh? I love it. We are about to close up shop here. It's 11. We fished till 11. We're all exhausted. So we're reeling in, but man, I guess I lost one at the end that tangled our lines, but the finale was the absolute whale, the pig. Bigger than the biggest one of the trip so far, so a pretty epic way to end it. But right now is pretty much the last of it. We're reeling in, and I'm looking forward to our next annual Yukon ice fishing trip. Well, we decided to pack up the tent. as you can see, we have some interesting weather. It started snowing sort of mid-morning, and then the wind picked up and it is dumping wet snow. Fortunately, it's not cold out, but that wind is starting to make it feel like that. And it's kind of a whiteout, so we're basically just trying to pack everything up. We had a coffee, oatmeal this morning, and we melted some snow to make some water, because we're going to need a good amount of water for the long trip home. Not ideal to try to pack up in this, but hopefully it doesn't blow over our trails and we'll be able to follow our track back to you know, where we started, back to the trail in the bush. But of course we also have that marked in our GPS if we don't feel like using the force. Well, we are just here packing up. The snow's actually let off a bit, so visibility's a little better, which will be good for travel. We're getting there. We got the tent down, we got the ice hut down, everything kind of packed away in its place. And I just wanted to take a second to talk about this Yukon Expedition sled that you hear Ryan loading behind me. This is the Arctic Responder. All the sleds we have are Yukon Expedition sleds, and there's something that doing the snowmobile assisted trips that I've been doing and that I've done this year and before, there's something that I just kind of drool over because it's what I always wished I had. And that's actually how I met Ryan. Is I looked up his sleds and found his website and was following his social media for probably 3 years before somehow I got on his radar, and he ended up giving me a shout. But it's really cool to see these things in action. This one is the Arctic Responder. It's the biggest one he has. The entire hitch mechanism is flat and wide, so it really adds extra protection, stops snow from kicking up into the sled onto your gear. It holds just the most amount of stuff, but also just how durable it is and how long lasting it is in comparison to, you know, ones built with different designs and different material. And then one of the things that I think is really cool too is the boxes that Yukon Expedition Sleds make as well. If you've seen some of my videos, I have a stainless steel, or sorry, a welded aluminum box that I had fabbed for the back. It doesn't have a lid, it's a bit heavier, and these ones are just more well thought out. I just went and had that fab. So those are going to be something for sale next year that I'm going to look at too, and they can ship them flat packed and you just screw them together, so shipping doesn't cost a lot. Yeah, just really neat to see some of these you know, innovative things that Yukon Expedition Sleds make, and really get them out here and give them a real good test in a remote area. And they enabled us to freaking just slam a bunch of monster Lakers, baby. So I'm having a blast, and I've already kind of hinted at maybe do you want to do this trip or something similar again next year.
Like right now, that's 4 feet wide. About 4 feet wide, 4 feet tall, cargo.
And it's wide enough that it's not tippy too.
Oh yeah, you'll never tip this over.
Oh, it doesn't feel like we got anything, guys. Well, that's it. No burbot, but we did find that we got broken off, which is a thick lanyard, a thick line got broken, so something was on there, but no luck today. Anyways, that's it. We're going to be on our way home now. It's the last thing we have to do, so we're going that way. This is a martin set. It's called a martin box for a fisher, I guess, too. It's broken, but this trap goes in the box. You can see the fur on the tree. Just something that's kind of uniquely the Yukon. Like, trapping is still a fairly major part of life here, even though you can't make money from it like you could, but people still actively do it. Check out that Wolverine set. This here looks like a Conibear 330 size, and this looks like a Wolverine box. So essentially you'd take that trap and you'd stick it in the box and bait the back of the box, which would force the Wolverine to go through it, and boom, it's an instant kill trap. You wouldn't see a trap set like this closer to where I am, where there's pet dogs and stuff could get caught in it, but out here it's not an issue. But anyways, yeah, I can't say I've ever seen a Wolverine set before. Well, that is it. Another great one in the record books. We are back where we started and just loading up the trailer to finish off our trip. It was just amazing. Everything I could hope for. Just getting back into that wild country, tangling with these giant lake trout, hanging out with these guys, camping out on the ice, exploring the lake. We rode back. I got some beautiful views along the way, and it was really interesting to do a larger scale snowmobile trip. Every different kind of travel has its own challenges. Snowmobiling, it's not as physically demanding as man hauling a toboggan, but there's other things you gotta know. You gotta know how to get unstuck. You need more mechanical knowledge, different ways to pack, lash down your gear, etc., etc. And it was really cool to learn a bit more about snowmobiling, learn how to ride in deep powder, and just experience what was hands down the best ice fishing of my life. It's been another amazing trip in the Yukon.